Hello and welcome back to the Walk Cook Walk Outdoor Cooking channel. Today, something a little bit different. So I had plans with a lady friend of mine, but she cancelled the plans. So I made other plans. They were outdoor plans and I felt robbed of that chance to be outside. So I'm going to sit on this park bench and I'm going to cook myself some breakfast. Now, I've just been talking to a chap called Mick. I see him all the time, never really knew his name, always say good morning to him, nice chap. And he was telling me that he can remember when this area that I was brought up in Nottingham was all fields. And he's talking about how some of the names of the roads relate to what used to be there. Like you've got the orchard around here, which is a name of a road, which used to be an orchard. You got Nursery Avenue and stuff like that, which obviously used to have a nursery on. And I'm just sat on this park, chilling out, minding my own beeswax, and yeah, I'm just going to cook some breakfast. Now, it is a very public park. There's no hiding anywhere. I am in plain view. I'm just sat in the other side of the field. But anyway, there's a two-parter to this, so there will be another video. But we're going to make some coffee. I'm not sure whether you guys know what bacon grill is, but it's actually a really tasty tinned meat. I've got to try and level everything around like this. We've got some coffee, of course. We've got some water, and we've got some extra water, which isn't for now, which is for this other part of the video if I have time to do it. But yeah, this chap Mick, obviously we've got army barracks quite close to us here. And I was talking to him about that, and his mum's mum, so his gran, was actually in the munitions base or munitions factory, or worked there, at the same time as it went up, because there was a rather large explosion. If you check it out, Chetwynd Barracks, Chwynd, I think it's spelt. I will correct myself if it isn't. And yeah, his mum's mum worked there, and he mentioned that there was a yellowing of the skin from the making of the munitions and all that jazz, which was pretty cool. You know, it's good to talk to the older generations because they know a lot more about what was here than any of us, you know. And it's the simple just having a chat that now I know more. It's great. It's good stuff. So first things first is we're going to do the food, because then while I'm eating the food, I can be doing the coffee. I'm not sure how this is all going to pan out, but I'm sure we'll be okay. I mean, there is going to be people passing me because it's a very, very busy park. Lots of dog walkers, which is great. The chap Mick, he was actually walking his daughter's dog. I always thought it was his dog, but it's not. It's his daughter's, which is also pretty cool. Getting himself outdoors and that. So I'm going to be using the Trangia Triangle today for this impromptu cookout, which, you know, is it's pretty cool. It's nice and lightweight. It goes together in seconds, and it's very, very packable. And there you go. Look at that. It's ready to rock and roll. Take gas, or it can take alcohol fuel, whichever your preference is. It will take it. So which one's the one that's got more in? That's that one. So I've brought a lighter with me today, and everything else is ready, chopped, prepared, because I'm on a park. I'm certainly not going to be bringing a flint and steel onto a park with me, because waving any sharp object around on a park's a bit of a daft thing to be doing. So let's move this out of my way for now. That can go over there. Do need the utensils. And I've got an egg here. So basically, what I'm going to attempt to do is recreate what's on the side of this bacon grill thing. Can you even see that? I need to double check that you can see it. There you go, look. So we're going to have some 2 slices of bacon grilled, some beans, an egg, some tomatoes, and some green stuff. Yep, that's what we're doing. I didn't bring all the bacon grilled today because I kind of thought against it. I didn't think bringing all of it would be a good idea. I'm using a smaller backpack, so right, let's put the spare one of them down there. Let's put that on there so it's nice and stable. In fact, it's going to go there. Get the simmer ring ready. And yeah, like I say, we're going to cook out first, then put the egg down there before it falls off. Got some tomatoes and so on and so forth. A really, really simple one. Just to be outdoors. You know, like I say, I kind of got robbed of what I was supposed to be doing outdoors. And I'm also using sausage fat. So some fat that came out of some sausages. That is what I'm going to be cooking with. Because I think, well, why use fresh fat if you've already got some sort of fat that you can use? Now, I've not used the sausage one before. I've used burger. I've used pork and beef. But I've not used this, so we'll see how that goes. I don't have a backup, so it better work. There is no... It just better work. It's as simple as that, really. So, yeah, like I say, I brought a lighter. Simply because I didn't want to be bringing the knife and steel. Because, yeah, you're on a park, man. Obviously, kids are all at school, so it's not like there's going to be kids about. But the thing is, if somebody sees you waving a sharp object around, it could go wrong very quick. Now, I actually regret not bringing a jumper because it's actually, when that sun goes in, it's actually quite cool. Let's quickly pause that so it stops bothering me. Oh, that seems to be doing all right, doesn't it? So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to speed the whole process up as to not drag it on and bore you. But yeah, it's just like a fart. We're better out than in. Okay, so I think we pretty much nailed it. That doesn't look too shabby at all, does it? So now I'm just going to wait for the coffee to heat up. While that does that, I'm going to devour this in some way, shape or form. I mean, the meat's already cooked anyway because it's obviously tinned, but you just want to put a little bit of a crust on it. I'm not sure if you can hear that, but yeah, I thought I'd just give you a replica of something authentic. And I'm going to make a coffee, and then I'm going to do another video, which is going to be over at the 11 Oaks. So yeah, really easy. Got some ground coffee as well. It's gorgeous. It's really good, and the sun's come out as well. I wasn't sure what greenery they had on that tin. I think it's a bit of rocket, isn't it? Posh lettuce. I've got kale. Does the same thing. Greenery. Right, back when the coffee's ready. So yeah, just by sitting on a park, met somebody else, a lovely lady called Caroline. I think it's Caroline. I don't think it was Carolyn. Yeah, Caroline. I'm going to let that burn out. That water's a little bit too hot now. But yeah, just having a chat with people and, you know, showed her what I'd cooked. And she was like, spam fritters. I was like, yeah, I need to do a spam fritter, man. Potato fritters as well. I've done that. I used some leftover batter mix that my daughter had made for a school food project. And I was like, well, I'm not wasting it. Don't like waste. But, you know, you can go do this. I'm not special. Well, I am. Very special. But my mum loves me and that's fine. But, you know, it just takes a bit of one foot in front of the other. You're going to make mistakes. Everyone does. God, the year that this channel's been alive. Alive? Yeah, alive. Hello, Mr. Crow, flying directly above me. Where did you go, Mr. Crow? Oh, hello. Shall we see if he wants some bacon grill? Operation Crow Friends. I don't think he'd go for anything else apart from the bacon grill. Oh, he's seen it. He's seen it. Hopefully I've thrown it somewhere where he's going to be able to come and get it. So I'm going to pretend to ignore him now. Oh, there he goes. That's some bacon grill, mate. It's lovely. I think crows are magnificent birds. They get a bit of a bad rep because they attack smaller birds, but it's just a cycle of life, isn't it? You know? The cycle of life. I love the way they scamper along. If I get reincarnated, I want to be a crow. He's well happy with that. Did he just put something over the top of it to cover it over? Because he didn't eat it. Maybe he's saving it for later. Don't know. Never seen him do that before. Anyway, this coffee water is going to have cooled down by the time I finish this. So I'm just going to make a coffee, drink the said coffee, and then get out of here. Do it all in a time lapse. I know I talk a lot on most videos. I've tried not to on this one as much. But, you know, can't help myself. I just love the way they scamper along. It's so freaking cool. We should all be like crows. Hop along without a care in the world and scream as loud as you can when you see your friends. That's not my words. I stole that off somebody's, what's it called? Instagram reel. Right. Well, that's all that gone, unfortunately. I could have eaten that again. But I'm going to get a coffee on the go. We'll leave Mr. Crow to it. We'll call him Clarence. Clarence the Crow. And we'll get on with the coffee. Sure whether the time-lapse caught it there. Sorry for the audio, I have disconnected my microphone. I was just about to leave. The crow that I gave some bacon grill to, he came back to the exact spot where he'd buried some underneath a leaf and just picked it up and ate it. So he literally marked where he was going to leave it, took some away, and he's just gone back now to another piece which he hid over there, not by the golf post. How extraordinary is that? Leaving it by a marked area to know where it was. That is awesome.